Good day to everyone. We are from Group 11. My name is Devanandani Raman with the matrix number 217115. My team members are To Shekchi with the matrix number 217124, one Farhana Kistina binti Khairul Nizam with the matrix number 217154, and Zacchaeus Anak Chengai with the matrix number 217207. We watched a documentary called Makeup Mayhem from the docu-series named Broken in Netflix. We did a review on this documentary. First and foremost, I will be explaining about the theme and the overall summary of this documentary. The theme of this documentary is counterfeit cosmetics. This documentary evolves around the makeup industry. Firstly, it explains about the growth of beauty industry and how people started giving importance to their look no matter what gender they are from. The rise of social media and beauty influencers played a huge part in the development of this industry. In the next part of this documentary, counterfeit cosmetics are introduced. The ingredients used and the process of manufacturing were explained by some professionals. Some clips on how unhygienic the manufacturing labs of these products can be seen in this documentary. A victim of counterfeit cosmetic itself gave an interview for this documentary. Furthermore, a professional dermatologist shares about the consequences faced after using these counterfeit products. In short, consumers are notified on why and how to avoid these counterfeit products through this documentary.
Spread personality and issue. So the first personality is empathy, and then the character that have empathy personality is Fat MC Gret, Lexi Lepsex, Laura Nelson, Dr. Whitebauer, and Chris Buckner. So the issue is raising the awareness about the presence of counterfeit product, unveil the effects of buying and using counterfeit product, and sympathize the victims of counterfeit product. So for the next personality is responsible and brave. So the character that have this personality is Detective Rex Istana, South Khalifa, Ted Kovaras. So the issue is examine the widespread distribution of counterfeit goods in the market, arrest of sellers, and confiscation of shop selling counterfeit product. And then the last one is tracking counterfeit goods at the port before distribution.
Hello, my name is To Shekchi. So today we are going to discuss the 5 facts that have been identified from this documentary. First, the global trade in counterfeit products of all kinds has reached about $461 billion a year, which means it has gained a very high demand among the society. Second, the ingredients that have been found in counterfeit cosmetics are harmful to consumers. This is because the producers only care about the maximum profit, but never about the factory environment and health of consumers. It is undeniable that the influencers could give a huge impact on marketing. In this documentary, it was known that an influencer who made her own product could gain about $22 million a year. Okay, so in addition, the infection that can be caused by counterfeit cosmetics are very serious. The examples of infections are cellulitis, boils, and pink eye. Okay, last but not least, China is the biggest producer of counterfeit cosmetics, and most of the time it is imported to Hong Kong. There are a lot of values that could be learned from this documentary. First value from this documentary is we should have the sense of conscience when involving our health. In other words, be rational. We should never put our health for granted just to chase the so-called beauty standard. In this documentary, a lesson was learned from Quenon, who is an Asian who feels insecure about her appearance. Like other teenagers, she tried to follow the latest trend by buying the famous lipstick from the website at a very cheap price, but she got a counterfeit lipstick instead that had her lips glued together. Secondly, we should practice the value of humanity over the country to stop animal cruelty. The issue about the production of cosmetics tested on animals are so inhuman. It is ethically immoral to test the chemicals on animals for makeup industry production, which do a lot of harm on them. And in this documentary, it has also shown that several groups of society that has gone protest about this issue. Furthermore, the value found in this documentary is the integrity of the makeup industry. The profitable party should not prioritize profit over the safety of consumers. Colourpop is one of the trusted companies that produce the safe cosmetic. Lastly, the value found in this documentary is the responsibility of an investigator. Ted Kavaras is a spy in China who investigates the activity of counterfeit cosmetics. All I see is that he did his job well to collect the info of their activities, and even he's at risk of getting caught.
Next is about claims and argument. The first claim is people should not assume that cheaper prices of cosmetics or items are better. This is because of they often look at the price rather than the quality of the product itself, and this may lead them to buy something that counterfeit. So in this documentary, it is proved that many sellers are trying to attract more buyers by offering lower price of cosmetics, which it can be easily found at unauthorized retailers, mall kiosks, and also online marketplaces. Next, claim number 2 is people should know how to value the appearance of the counterfeit makeup products. So in this documentary, sellers attract customers by faking the original brand, where they're making exact or close copies of the branded product packaging, which this packaging will visible differences in size, logo, color scheme of the packaging. So most of these counterfeit product will appear flimsy, lacks the brand or logo, and has a name that is similar to but not quite the same. So one example that is being shown in the documentary is the original cosmetics packaging will appear darker compared to the counterfeit one, and so people should aware about this matter and took initiative to differentiate between the appearance of the original cosmetics packaging and the counterfeit one by analyzing the details of the packaging before making any purchase. Claim number 3, counterfeit makeup is dangerous as it contains dangerous bacteria, lead, beryllium that pose to health risks, and they also contain chemicals that can lead to cancer, eczema, acne, and other health issues if being absorbed by the skin. So one of the example is there is a girl that being interviewed in the documentary where she tells a story about how counterfeit makeup affect her life. So one day she tried to apply a new makeup, which is lipstick that she just buy online, and unfortunately the lipstick that she applied start to hurt and burn her own lips, where apparently she googled the information of the lipstick, and apparently she know that the lipstick was counterfeit and contained super glue. So this is how counterfeit makeup really becomes really dangerous to the consumers, and people should aware of this matter and agree if this counterfeit makeup should be banned from being sold to others.
Bioethical compliance and non-compliance. For the compliance, the ethical principle of autonomy allow people to make a wise decision before buying any counterfeit cosmetic product that later on will bring a bad effect on yourself. Companies whose products are copy will also suffer a loss of sale and profit margin. And the principle of justice in this case is the company that suffer loss from counterfeit cosmetic product able to catch and confiscate the goods. The people that buying counterfeit good is the same as funding organized criminal group, put others' health and safety at risk. The principle of beneficence, which responsible people willing to spread their knowledge and awareness to others about the danger of counterfeit product. Next, for the non-compliance, the moral leaning of non-maleficence, which entail to not inflict harm to people, is not achieved because there are still victims who experience adverse effects as a result of fake makeup. So there are too many counterfeit cosmetic products in the market, even though the seizure of counterfeit goods has been done by the government.
Through these documentaries, consumers could gain awareness and be wise in choosing their makeup products. Beauty products lovers are now free to choose cosmetics safely because they have been exposed to the proper knowledge, and it is possible that people might start boycotting the counterfeit products.
Next, disadvantages of selling cosmetics product that is counterfeit. So the first one is harmful cosmetics are being sold to the others. As we all know that counterfeit products and makeups containing harmful substances such as bacteria, beryllium, lead and other harmful chemicals that can lead to chronic diseases such as cancer. And this will lead to the consumers to become trauma to buy new makeup. So another disadvantages of selling counterfeit products is it will cause loss to our economy, where a company can lose its revenue, having consumers dissatisfaction, and also bring damage to the brand reputation.
Last but not least, we need to acknowledge the lessons we learned from this documentary and how we can apply it in our life. First, the documentary advised us to consider the consequences of a product or service on the consumer. While creating a product, proper research and documents should be prepared to prove that the product is not harmful. Do not give importance to profit and neglect the well-being of consumers. For example, when creating cosmetics, make sure we don't use heavy metals, paraben or carbon block that can lead to serious health issues. Another example is while creating vaccines or medicines, be sure to use proper quality drugs or chemicals in the production. Second lesson we learned is we should give importance to hygiene at workplace. Maintaining a clean and hygienic workplace makes sure we and the product or service are not affected by microbes or other harmful elements. It is a professional rule to keep a workplace clean, neat and sanitized. This also makes sure that we have a safe environment to work in. For instance, when working at laboratories, make sure the benches are disinfected, wear lab coat, gloves and make sure the materials and appliances are in proper condition. Next, consumers need to be aware of the ingredients and originality of a product. Do not simply buy a product because it says a famous brand's name on its packaging. Moreover, don't get influenced by peer pressure or materialistic society. As suggested in this documentary, check for the 3 P's when purchasing a product. First, check for the price. If it is cheaper than usual, then you need to be aware. Then, the place and the packaging need to be checked. Do not buy cosmetics from local vendors. Instead, purchase it from the original and certified stores. Check the packaging properly to avoid any harmful contents or fake products. Thank you.